Live. What is up to all those people that choose to tune in or watch this video back? We are going to do some live cold calling, calling into business owners to see who needs appointments being set. So we're going to be focusing around problems that they might be having to see if there's scope for them to look to address it and meet with me. So be filtering through, disqualifying people having conversations. People will tell me to fuck off. People will tell me they're not interested. People say they've got something in place. But my job's just to focus on speaking to people who have problems and want to fix it and see if there's a scope for a conversation. So, assuming the stream is live and working, we will get into it. Believe it is. Just going to check it out. Then we'll hit the phones. Live and working, we will get into it. Bro, it's going. Right, let's paint the town red. All right, we're going to keep notes, keep track of who we spoke to, conversations they've had.
Good afternoon, Steve. What's speaking?
Oh, good afternoon, Stephen. It's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It is a sales call on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
You can call back another time, but yeah, I'm busy at the moment. But I'm happily take a call on Friday if that works for you.
I'm actually off on Friday. Should we make it next week or Thursday?
Next week I'm off. I'm on holiday, so I could
Lovely.
possibly do Thursday. If that works.
Cool. Can I ask one question just before I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Is it worth calling you about getting more meetings in your diary via the telephone, or is everything perfect?
No, you can call me about that. That's fine. Yeah.
Bro, all right. Enjoy your holiday. We'll speak. I'll speak just before then.
Yes, chat on Thursday.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Right. So there. I mean, sometimes when people say you've got to appreciate that it's not always a good time to speak, but sometimes it's worth just actually qualifying. Is it worth speaking to them? So you can save yourselves both a conversation on the phone down the line if it turns out that everything's perfect on that side or not. So yeah, he sounds like it might be someone that's worth speaking to, having a 5-minute conversation and qualifying. Sunny's on. These things make all the difference.
Hello?
Oh, hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Stephen, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd prefer to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Well, what are you selling?
Yeah, fair point. I will tell you briefly. So I work with business owners who are doing well but have a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. They say they're a little bit frustrated. There's not quite enough new business meetings in the diary. They either rely on referrals or can just never seem to find the time to do it themselves. And others have worked with agents.
Yeah, I'll stop you there. Well, A, this is my personal phone.
Okay.
And B, we don't have a problem with sales. So thank you.
Got it. Sounds like it was quite an invasive call and everything is perfect on the new biz side anyway. He's gone. Oh, hello. Can you hear me now?
yeah, who's this?
Benjamin, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you prefer to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
No, that's fine, thank you. Yeah, I'm not interested.
Not interested. Is that because you hate the sound of my voice or just all sales calls?
All sales calls.
All sales calls. Been burnt by a Nigerian prince before.
No, I'm really not interested, sorry.
All the best. Take care. Just going to do one thing. Right, next call. Come on, pick up, pick up. Oh, can you hear me now?
Yep. Hello.
Ori, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather leave it here or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Sure, I'll give you 30 seconds.
30 seconds, let's see. So I work with business owners in the software space who are doing well, have plans to grow, but recognize new business can be a bit of a bottleneck to growth. They typically say they're great when they get in front of people, but they have troubles getting in front of enough decision makers. They can never really find the time to do it themselves. And others have worked with lead gen agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a sour taste in their mouths. But you're probably going to tell me life's stress-free and new business is booming.
Yeah, like what's your pricing? I mean, I feel like that's what it would come down to.
It sounds like price is the most important thing for you.
That's right.
Got it. So tell me now if this is far too much. If I said my fees start from £2,500 a month, would that put you off?
Yeah.
Got it. Got it. It sounds like you like doing it quite cheaply.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Out of interest, have you found a way to manage to do it for under that price before?
Yeah. So my co-founder is on sales, and he'll just send out cold emails. We've got a pretty good reply rate on those. So that's costing us like $99 a month, just for the cold email software.
Wow.
And then he's like doing the sales calls and everything. So,
wow. And you don't typically price his time in by the sounds of it?
Well, we just have somebody upload leads, so it doesn't actually take any of his time to send those emails.
Wow, it sounds like you've got a cheap, effective way of doing it, and things don't need to change.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Thank you, Ori.
Exactly. All right. Have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Oh, hello, is that Barris?
Yes, speaking.
Barris, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Yeah, I'm on the train. Like, you can. I mean, I have like one couple of minutes. It's fine.
Couple of minutes, let's see. So I work with business owners who are doing well but recognise new business is causing a couple of concerns. They typically say they're great when they get in front of people, but they have troubles getting enough meetings in the diary. And others have worked with agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a sour taste in their mouths. But you're probably going to tell me you don't relate to or recognise any of those things.
No.
No. Got it. Is that because you have a repeatable and predictable stream of leads coming in, or is it because you don't have to do any yourself?
Yeah, we're not being on our own because we have an agency working with all these streams like coming out, and also like we stopped doing these type of things anymore. We just like do our own product, like our own app. We don't need leads.
Oh, got it. So it sounds like you're working with an agency and they deliver for you.
Yeah.
Got it. And there's no concerns with their missing target or under delivering by the sounds of it.
No, not really.
Not really.
Yeah.
Okay, Barris. Well, I appreciate you taking the call.
No problem. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Oh, hello. Is that Sam?
Yes, speaking.
Sam, it's Joe. You're probably... Oh, we spoke the other day. You're a duplicate on my list.
No problem, Joe. I hope you're having a good day, mate. You
Speak
take
in a
care.
few
I'm looking forward
weeks.
to catching up later. Yes, looking forward to it. Take care.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Well, I've actually got a meeting with him in a few weeks, ironically. Just didn't remove him. On to the next. Oh, hello, is that Ed?
Speaking.
Ed, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd prefer to hang up in disappointment or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Probably, but what is it?
Probably. I can hear the disappointment. I'll tell you briefly. So I work with business owners in the IT space who are doing well but have a couple of concerns when it comes to the new business piece of the puzzle. They say there's a bit of frustration. There's not quite enough new business meetings in the diary. They say they're great when they get in front of people. They just can't get in front of enough people. And others have worked with agencies or salespeople before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouth. But you're probably going to tell me you don't relate to or recognise any of those.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this. Which one do you resonate with and has kept you on the phone? Is it not enough meetings in the diary, or is it an agency who have burnt you in the past?
We don't really use agencies, and it's mostly word of mouth for us.
It's word of mouth. Got it. And it sounds like things are going well with word of mouth. There's no need to use agencies.
We don't use agencies, no.
Okay. Okay. It sounds like that's a conscious choice you've made.
We just don't need to.
Well, must mean you're doing a good job for your customers if they're telling everyone else about you.
Yeah, it's a very niche market, what we're in, so...
Got it.
Word of mouth is everything.
Got it. Well, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Can I ask one last thing just before you go?
I can. You can even.
How do you make word of mouth repeatable and predictable out of interest?
I guess just do a good job. We only work with schools. Schools talk is a very tight niche market, really.
Got it.
So, yeah, and if they're not talking about you, reference a school that we've done a good job at, and the other school just phone and ask them.
Got it. So essentially, you don't have to worry about there never not being enough meetings in the diary.
We haven't yet,
Fair enough.
so we're doing all right so far.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, they say. Well, I appreciate you taking the call. I mean, it doesn't sound like I can help you, Ed. You don't need it.
Okay. Thanks for your call.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
So it's an interesting one because it seemed like something resonated and kept him on the phone, but then when you test and you challenge it a bit, sounds like he's doing well, and then if you're not fixing a problem, you're kind of just solving a hypothetical. You could continue down the chain and saying, what happens if they were to dry up? And they'd either say, well, I've never thought about it because it's never been the case, or they'd say, yeah, actually, it's a good point. Maybe we could talk. It's a lot more of a weak sell then, because you'd be selling risk prevention rather than a problem in the present. But it's another way to attack it. Oh, hello, is that Matt?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Matt, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up and enjoy your evening or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Yeah, 30 seconds. Go on.
30 seconds, let's see. So I work with business owners in the software space who are doing well, but recognise there might be a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. They say that they're often great when they get in front of people, but there's often troubles of not being in front of enough business owners, decision makers within their market, as they can't seem to find the time to do it themselves. And others have worked with agencies or salespeople who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouths. But you're probably going to tell me you don't relate to or recognise any of those. I get the feeling.
I'll probably tell you we weren't on a nice handler course. We've got a lot of activity going on, like in any scale-up business. You know, of course, everyone wants more clients, but I've got quite a number of simultaneous activities on at the moment and strategy, so I'm not looking to add to that.
I bet you do if you're Sandler trained.
It's never as easy as it sounds, and at the end of the day, it's a very saturated market. It's challenging for everyone, but yeah, we've got a lot of stuff going on. So I'm not going to add it to it now, which is fair, but always happy to take a sales call.
Got it. What I'm hearing is that you're doing enough activity, you're getting results. It's maybe not where you want it to be, but there's no need to change.
What I'm saying is that as with any strategy, you need to give it time to work through, and what you can't do is keep chucking more and more tactical stuff into it and hoping that solves probably need a plan. And at the moment, I'm not looking to deviate from my plan to bring other people in to disrupt that plan.
Makes sense.
At this point, you know, so no, it's not perfect, but I don't think any sales process is, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, we know what we're doing at the moment. I hope that it works, but you never know. But by all means, give me a shout in 3 months' time.
3 months. So it sounds like you'd be evaluating where you're up to in 3 months' time, and maybe either double downing or diverting.
I think it's fair to say. So, and you, presumably you guys are what, lead gen, marketing strategy, that type of thing.
It's just me. This is what I do. I'm a cold caller.
Is it right? Where did you get trained out of interest?
Where or who?
Who? Go on then. Which it was Sandler, was it? Presumably.
It's probably from the Sandler roots, not necessarily the source itself.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah.
A chap called
who-
the UK's most hated sales trainer. You might not be
Benjamin.
familiar with him. Benjamin.
Yeah, I know Benjamin. Yeah.
You know
So
Benjamin.
so Benjamin was trained by Marcus, and I
Yep.
work with Marcus. So yes, I think the young Jedi is now the master. So there you go. So yes, yeah, there you go. I'm going to leave it there, but yeah, best of luck, and by all means, you may call me. But yeah, I am working with Marcus already.
You're working with him directly
on our strategy. Yeah, indeed.
Fantastic. Well, keep up the good work, Mac. Appreciate you taking the call.
Yeah, best of luck. Yeah, keep it up. Cheers. Bye.
Small world. Very small world. Oh, hello. Is that Michael?
It is speaking. Hi.
Hi, Michael. It's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of something.
Sounds like your mind is elsewhere. When is more appropriate for a 30-second pitch?
Sorry, my mind is somewhere else. If it's not urgent, I'm not taking it. Sorry.
All right, Michael. Thank you.
All right.
Oh, hello. Is that Derek?
It is, yes.
Derek, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you prefer to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Okay. I'm on holiday, Joe. So not really, but what's it concerning? What type of sales is he trying to sell to me?
Well, it sounds like it's not an appropriate time. Is it worth calling you back another time about outsourced cold calling?
Can I be honest with you? If I said that to everyone that phones me, I wouldn't do any work. So
Yeah.
give me something. So tell me, what is it you're trying to sell?
Well, I work with business owners who have a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. They usually say they're great when they get in front of people, but they just don't have enough meetings in the diary. They don't have enough time to do it themselves. And others have worked with agents. Go on.
We've just been acquired as of November, so we're part of a much bigger group.
Oh, wow.
We don't really have a problem with opportunities. But I know what you're talking about. So I've been in sales 30 years. I started off with Hewlett Packard many years ago. So right now, opportunity is not a problem, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, wow, you're calling me from your yacht, I imagine.
I wish I was. Maybe next time, but no. Certainly, it's been a nice success to get an IoT company invented in Lancashire and then sold in Lancashire. So it's quite an achievement if you've ever had anything to do with Lancashire. But right now, probably I'm not a buyer, if I could politely say no. So that's probably a good 30 seconds of my time on holiday to try and help you. But no, thank you. But I do like your style. But maybe your homework on me before you phone me. Because if you see my new website, you could have seen I've been acquired. But a few pointers. But I know how many calls you guys are going to make, so it's quite hard, isn't it, trying to get through the front door. But yeah, good luck.
No, I appreciate you taking the call. All the best, Derek.
All right. Take care, brother.
Enjoy your holiday. Mm. I just got given homework. Oh, hello, is that Matt?
Yep, speaking.
Matt, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd prefer to leave it here or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
No, I'm good, thank you.
Can hear the disappointment. Sounds like it's not the best time.
Yep. No, thank you.
Can I ask one thing before you go? He's gone.
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah, can I be speaking?
Yes, Race, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
You got 30 seconds, Joe. I did the same thing as you. It's all right.
30 seconds, let's see. So I work with business owners who have a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. They come to me with a bit of frustration. They say they're great when they get in front of people. They just haven't got enough new business meetings in the diary. And others have worked with agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered. It's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouth. But you might tell me new business is booming and you couldn't take on another new client.
It's a little bit like that. I mean, I think I might know where you're going with it. I do run a couple of businesses, and one of them is a automation agency for new business. So we're pretty well tech stacked up for how we deal with ours in the security business at the minute. But if that's the direction that you're going, I appreciate the call, but it might not be the best fit for us.
Well, yeah, it sounds like you do this yourself and you're very good at it and you get a lot of results.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it kept us going quite nicely. So we don't really have to hire too many in-house people. The point here is you don't want to make the risk of hiring a salesperson when they can't do it. Better just to get the opportunity to then let the big hitters close it. So that's how we seem to operate. It works quite well for us. So I think if your product is more towards new business lead generation, it probably won't be for us, unfortunately.
Yep, no, it sounds like everything's perfect. I appreciate taking the call, though.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate your time.
Hello.
Well, I've called the wrong person. My fault.
Hello.
On to the next. Oh, hello, is that Alex?
It is, yes.
Alex, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up
Joe,
or let me have 30 seconds.
Is it regarding 01T?
What do you mean exactly? Sounds like there's a
Are
reason you
you
ask.
calling about the company I used to run? Because I sold it.
Oh, you've sold the company. Congratulations.
Yes.
Are you not involved in
thank you.
business anymore then?
No.
I can hear the relief in your voice.
Yeah, it was bought by a company called Fournet. Fournet.
Brilliant. Are you calling me from your yacht right now?
No. It wasn't that big a sale, but I'm taking a bit of time out.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, no, it doesn't sound like I can help you. Appreciate taking the call, though.
No problem. Good luck.
What a nice chap.
Not available. At the tone, please record your message.
If you could.
Voicemail after voicemail after voicemail.
Hello.
Oh, hello, is that Simon?
It is.
Simon, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
You can have 30 seconds.
30 seconds, let's see. So I work with business owners who are doing well and are trying to grow and recognize new business can be a bit of a bottleneck to growth. They say that they're usually great when they get in front of people, but they just have trouble getting enough new business meetings in the diary, whether that's down to not having time to do it themselves or just relying on referrals that come here and there. And others have worked with agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouths. But you might tell me life's stress-free and you don't relate to or recognise any of those, Simon.
No, because we like working in a niche environment, and because of the services that we offer, it's tailored to certain industries and the approaches anyway.
Okay. Okay, and because of the fact it's niche and tailored, you just don't have concerns on that side?
No, not at all.
Wow. What is it you're doing so differently from everyone else in your space?
It's just the space and type of environment that we're working in.
Got it. And is that you get a lot of referrals?
Yeah. Through we're working with a major blue chip organisation, so we get virtually everything that they've got.
Wow. Can I come work for you?
The amount of people that say that. Wow. Yeah. But no, it's not something I'd be interested in.
Well, yeah, no, I appreciate taking the call. It sounds like it's perfect, Simon.
Yeah, all right. Thanks a lot. Thanks for calling.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Each time you ask a question, you just get a little bit more information. So first of all, he just said it's because of he's in a niche space, but then you find out that they've got a big partner, which it sounds like they're getting a lot of referrals from, which is tying them up on the new business side.
Can't take your call right now. Just leave your
Who is next? Oh, hello, is that Ian?
Alex? Yes, it is, yeah.
Ian, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
You can have 30 seconds, but do me a favour, give me a call back in about 20 minutes. I'm just in the middle of a conference call.
It sounds like it's not the best time. Speak in 20 minutes.
Yeah, give me a call in 20.
Cheers,
Bye.
Ian. See, that time there, I didn't even ask, like, the final question, as he came across as quite rushed, but also quite open to talk. So you got to take it by situation and what you're hearing. Someone's a bit slower.
Can't take your call right now. Just leave your message.
Oh, hello, can you hear me?
Yep,
Is that Steve?
it is.
Steve, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
I think you've rung me fairly recently, actually.
You do sound familiar, actually. I think you told me everything was perfect on the new business side.
Yeah. No, that's right. I think you know me a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, we've got a business development person in place, and most of our stuff comes through word of mouth rather than advertising.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'll leave you in
All
peace.
right.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye.
Right, I'm going to pop and get some water, but I will be back in a second. Right, we're back in the game. Let's get it. Got about 20 minutes left. This little blast. What we're going to do, that chap that I just spoke to, he said, call back in 20 minutes. We will end with that call. Calling back about 5-2. Oh, hello, is that Anthony?
It is, yes.
Anthony, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
It depends what it's about, mate. I recognise your voice anyway, but go on.
You recognise my voice. Well, yeah, I'll summarise, and if you've heard me before, you can tell me to F off. So I work with business owners who have a couple of concerns on the new business side of things. They come to me with a bit of frustration. They say they're great when we get in front of people, but we just can't get in front of enough new businesses to meet with them. And others have worked with agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouths. But you might tell me you don't relate or recognise any of those things.
I'm all right, mate. I'm pretty certain I spoke to you yesterday, so don't call again. Cheers, mate. Bye.
Yesterday. There you go. Philip, I've just seen your question. I can answer it and give kind of generic advice, but tell me a little bit more about, you say I just started my cold calling career. Well done on getting into that, but do you have something you would recommend? Tell me a bit more about your current situation, what you're struggling with, and I'll see if I can fill in a bit more, give you a couple of pointers of what I'd recommend. Oh, hello, it's AJ.
Speaking.
AJ, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd prefer to hang
I'm
up
on paternity leave, mate.
What's that, sorry?
Yeah, I'm on paternity leave at the moment.
Oh, paternity leave. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, mate. I'm going to go. Thank you.
Oh, hello, is that Brian?
No, I'm sorry, you had the wrong number.
Wrong number. My fault.
Yeah, okay, no problem. Okay, bye-bye.
Hello?
Oh, hello, is that Marcel?
It is.
Marcel, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call.
That's all right, mate. I can't talk right now. Thank you.
It sounds like it's not the best time.
I don't hate you, but
When is
I can't
more
talk right now.
appropriate to call back?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Thank you.
Cheers. Oh, hello, is that Trevor?
Hello. It is speaking.
Trevor, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather
Right,
hang
Joe,
up
what
or
you-
let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
Well, it depends. What is it you're trying to sell, Joe?
30 seconds. If it's not relevant, please do let me know, Trevor. So I work with business owners who are doing well and have plans to grow and recognise new business can be a bit of a bottleneck to growth.
I'll cut you short
Go
now
on.
because I'm retiring and shutting a business down. So
Wow.
the last thing I want to do is grow my business.
I can hear the
thank you
excitement in your voice.
Yeah, so not for me. Doesn't matter how cheap, how free, or anything. Sorry about that. Good luck with finding another victim.
Yeah, cheap or free is not what it's going to be. Appreciate taking the call.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
So to answer your question, Philip, if you're just starting out, I would recommend starting out like building blocks. Commit to a certain specific amount of cold call conversations you're going to do every day, and just get used to being on the phone, speaking to people. And then after you feel comfortable, after a week or two, and you realize that you don't die from someone saying no to you, is start putting the next block on top and working on your opener so more people will engage with you. And then after you've worked on the opener and you're getting to a point where you're consistently having conversations where you can speak to people, then start working on the next bit, which would then be, let's say, maybe the pitch, the problems you help people fix. And keep refining that and keep building these blocks piece after piece after piece. Then focus on the questions you ask people.
And I'll give you a call back. Bye.
What I often see with people who get into this is that they try and learn everything at once and they become extremely overwhelmed and say, I just can't bloody do it. But it's like anything, when you learn to drive a car, you have to focus on one key element before you can do it. And it's frustrating in the moment, like not being able to do what other people can do. But once you then, let's say, master pulling out of a road on the right, like looking right, looking left, looking right, and then pulling out on a right-hand turn, like it then becomes second nature to you and it becomes baked in your subconscious. And you just got to stack these little micro habits time and time again until you've got like a full skill set of them. But don't try and do too much at once. Like it can become really overwhelming. That would be my generic advice, without knowing any details. And look to people you trust. Look to people who have done it before. Don't listen to people who have never cold called or picked up the phone. Speak to people who you trust, who can do it, and take snippets from them, and understand what they're doing that works and why it works as well.
Please leave me a message and I'll give you a call back as soon as.
Get some voicemails. Well, I hope that helps, Philip. But yeah, give me some more details and I can give you some more specific answers. Oh, hello, is that Lee?
Hello. Speaking.
Lee, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you want to hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
It depends what you're selling me.
Fair point. I will tell you briefly. So I work with business owners who are doing well but have a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. Typically say they're
Definitely
great.
haven't got any concerns about that, mate.
Wow, what are you doing so
100%
differently
I'm not
from everyone else in
about
your
that.
space?
I believe you asked me this last time you rang about 6 weeks ago.
6 weeks ago? You got a better memory than I do.
Well, you have. Yeah, you have definitely rang me before, mate. I recognise the voice.
Well,
but yeah,
I appreciate taking the call. Sounds like everything's perfect.
No worries, mate. Cheers, bud.
Another piece of advice I give you on top of that, Philip, is anytime someone says something that triggers you on the phone, write and journal about it and understand why it does trigger you. Because underneath that emotional response, there'll be some kind of belief that gets you a bit flustered and a bit frustrated. And if you can understand that, you can then start tweaking it. And it's like the first sign of kind of overcoming that is having the awareness that it's there. And eventually you just become bulletproof. You formulate responses to make sure you don't lose your cool. You could just keep a level head and respond rather than emotionally react to things and get put off.
Please leave your message after the tone.
And then eventually you get to a point when you just stop giving a shit, when you realise that there's nothing anyone can say or do on the phone that can hurt you or kill you. And you can... Oh, hello, is that Les?
It is.
Les, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call.
Well, don't do it then.
I can hear the disappointment.
If you know I'm going to hate you, and if you know that it's a cold call and I'm going to slam the phone down, then don't waste your time.
It sounds like it's been a tough
why
day, Les.
you even got my number?
It sounds like it's been a tough day for you.
No, it's not a tough day for me. It's just that I'm retired. I don't have any business interests. I don't have any desire to go look for a job. What else are you trying to sell me?
Les, you could have hung up. It doesn't sound like it's relevant to you anymore.
Well, you could have not phoned. Take me off your list, like I've asked you and your various colleagues many times in the past.
Should we leave it here?
Let's leave it here.
Have a good
Have a
life.
nice day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Angry man, angry man. Sometimes you get people who don't appreciate cold calls, and they're usually looking for a way to vent or be frustrated. But again, in the past it probably would have bothered me, but now can't hurt me. Makes you wonder why people like that don't just hang up. If you haven't looked into it, there's something out there called the drama triangle. I'd recommend looking into it, and that's a perfect example of it.
Mobile works. Please leave a message after the tone and I'll call you back as soon as I can.
When you finish...
Yeah, don't get drawn into the games they play. People are acting like victims. Act like an adult. No good relationship was ever formed with someone who was trying to be a victim. Oh, hello, is that Ben?
Yeah, speaking.
Ben, it's Joe. You're probably going to hate me for this. It's actually a sales call. I'm not sure if you'd rather hang up or let me have 30 seconds. It's up to you.
I picked up because I'm expecting a delivery driver with a parcel. Otherwise, I wouldn't have picked up, Joe.
I wish I was selling you a parcel right now.
That's all right. Where are you calling from, Joe? What's it in relation to?
I'll give you the brief spiel, and if it's not relevant, please let me know, Ben. So I work with software companies and business owners who are doing well, but have a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. They come to me with a little bit of frustration that they're great when they get in front of people, but they just can't get enough new business appointments in the diary. And others have worked with agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bad taste in their mouths. But you're probably going to tell me you don't relate to or recognise any of those things.
Yeah, Paper Trail's unique where our new business activities comes through the channel, what we call a channel. Yep. So we have a feature in the software where subscribers invite their customers or their suppliers. And so that gives us enough of our new business opportunities. It's certainly in front of us. We're working through about 500 or 600 new opportunities this year ahead. So for me, the game is conversion of those as opposed to who they are. We've got the qualified opportunities within sort of quite big enterprises. So we're probably not looking for anything new business related.
Well, yeah, it sounds like it's going well on the new business and your strategy's paying off. Out of interest, how do you manage working through all those converted leads?
So the guys have a dashboard of invitations that customers have invited of their customers, and then those are created then in HubSpot, and then they manage through in terms of whether they've spoken to a decision maker, qualified it, and then move it through our sales cycle in terms of we do trials, discovery calls, product demonstrations, and then proposals. So that's the sales motion, if you like.
Got it. And it doesn't sound like you actually have any issues turning those qualified leads into discoveries. There's no bottlenecks in the process by the sounds of it.
Not in the last 3 months, 4 months. And like I say, it's because the product is doing all the work for us. These prospects are invited to the system, and they've got their data already in a trial. So they're product-led trials that we then, can see somebody doing. Yeah, it's like it's like a distribution, like your Dropbox model. I've shared a file with Joe. Hey, Joe, would you like to see this file? You can subscribe to the software as well and use it for other things. But once you get in, you've already got data that your trusted supplier has provided to you and they've made available. So, yeah, it's been a long time to get to this point, but yeah, we're pretty comfortable at the minute in terms of that's working for us. We're sort of 3 months into that, and that's the activity over the next 12, 24 months.
Oh, wow! Can I come work for you? Sounds like it's perfect.
If you're good at converting enterprise deals, mate, then you're happy with a big list of leads, then you're welcome to have a job.
Well, that's what I do, just on an outsourced basis. Unfortunately, it sounds like you're committed to doing it internally, though.
We are, and it's because of what you learn in the product. I think if you were on the phone 12 months ago, I'd have probably, and we did that. We trialed with, just sort of outsourced, like appointment setters, if you like lead generation, and it worked. It really did. I'm not turning it off, but we were able to make that even better. The fact that we now, even just this week, I can see, 8 new prospects that are being followed up with, that were invited to the platform via their equipment supplier. So yeah, we've sort of, it's a strategy that we're calling it like ecosystem-led growth, because it's the ecosystem that's inviting their customers to the platform then.
Wow. No, it sounds like you've cracked it, and yeah, you wouldn't need anyone externally to come in and help convert those leads to discovery calls.
Not at this stage, no. But by all means, though, if you leave your details in my inbox, then if that comes around, then you're the first person that's reached out to me to offer it like this. So you never know. This is how sales works, mate. So I don't mind you leaving your details with us.
Yep, fair enough. It sounds like a polite way of saying go away. Everything's perfect.
No, what I'm saying is I don't have any immediate requirements now, but that's not to say that in 2 to 3 months' time, if the guys are struggling with following them through them all, what my options are going to be would be to look at, are we ready to recruit another hire, or should we look at an outsourced service?
Brill. All right, well, I appreciate taking the call. I will drop you some details.
That's all right. Have you got the email digits, yeah?
Yeah, I'll just double check I've got the right one. Is it?
.io, that's
Brill. All right.
All right, mate. I'm going to grab my parcel. Thanks for that, dude.
Take care, bye.
See you later.
Nice chat. Philip, yeah, ask what you want, man. Ask what you want. Happy to help where I can. Drop me a connection on LinkedIn as well, and happy to give you some tips if you've got more specific questions. Like, what I've found is generic advice is useful, but if there's specific things you're struggling with, specific solutions can help with that, and there'll generally be principles around that can be applied. Right, what we're going to do now, I had one callback to do. See if I can get through to Matey Boy. Just take a second to load him up, but make this the last call. This was a chap who didn't qualify on the phone, but Said give him a call back in 20 minutes. Just give him a quick call and see what happens. Oh, hello, is that Ian? Oh, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Ian, it's Joe calling back as promised. Is
Hello,
now a
Joe.
bad
How you
time
doing?
for a brief
No,
30-second spiel?
now's right. What are you trying to tell me?
So I work with business owners who are doing well and recognise there could be a couple of concerns on the new business piece of the puzzle. Typically say that we're great when we get in front of people. We just have challenges getting enough meetings, the pipeline full enough.
Yep.
And others have worked with agencies before who have overpromised and underdelivered, and it's left a bit of a bad taste in their mouths.
Yes,
you're
familiar with that.
Yeah, I was going to say, you might tell me everything's perfect and you don't relate to or recognise any of those.
That's just started a contract with a new lead gen firm. And I've got 6 weeks to run with them before I hit the break point in the contract. They seem to be doing okay at the moment, but it is only week 1. So you're a little bit late on that one, I'm afraid. Yeah. But feel free to give me a call back in sort of 6 to 8 weeks, because we'll know then, whether we're, invoking the break clause in the contract, or whether we're continuing with them for the full 3 months.
Got it. And out of interest, what was it that they did so well that made you go with them?
I mean, we basically just went out to market and searched for some lead gen companies, and we ended up with 3 coming forward to us. And really, it was a little bit on price, a little bit on the people who were delivering the actual process for us. So the team at this particular lead gen firm were really good and came across really strong.
Brilliant. I know it sounds like you're onto a winner, and by the sounds of it, a week in, they are exceeding expectations.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say necessarily exceeding. They're where we thought they'd be. But let's see. It's week 1. You never know what happens in week 2, week 3, week 4, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. So by the sounds of it, there's not really plans to activate the break clause, but it's a bit of a buffer if you need to.
Yeah, exactly. And most don't put that in, but it was one of my sort of terms in the conditions where, I want a break clause in this. We've signed up for 3 months, but I want, a break clause at 6 months if you're not achieving the KPIs that we set between us. So.
Bro. And the KPIs, is that meetings booked, or is that conversations, or is that emails sent? What's the KPI?
There's a number of KPIs, but predominant for us is meetings booked. So they've got those numbers. What's the new company?
I'm a curious idiot. I'm a one-man band. You probably haven't heard of me.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have a website?
I don't. I'm just a one-man band, and I use the phone and LinkedIn.
Okay. Cool. And when you look at sort of generating sales, what do what's your process for generating sales for us? So do you go and buy data for key contacts that you can call, or is it just email and LinkedIn campaigns and things like that?
It sounds like you're speaking from experience. You know this field quite well.
Yeah, reasonably well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do. I build lists, call people, and have conversations with decision makers who have problems you help fix.
Okay. What sort of rates do you charge?
Yeah, so typically I operate on a taste a month, first of all, where it's a 1 month with key KPIs for an agreed fee. And then at the end of that month, we can see how we've done in that month, and then offer a 3-month retainer after that.
Okay.
And then, do you want to know the fee for that month now, or is it more just curiosity?
Just as a to give me a feel for the sort of money you play.
So for the taste a month of calling every day with the guaranteed KPIs, it's £3,350 plus VAT. Is that going to be a reason you don't want me to call you back in the future?
Possibly, yeah. Depends. I mean, is that 5 days a week?
Correct.
Calling.
Correct. Yes.
What would? Yeah. Okay. I'm just writing some stuff down. And what would you expect to achieve in that? How many calls would you expect to get out? How many decision maker bookings would you expect to get us from your sort of from your calls?
Can I answer that by asking you a question?
Yeah, of course you can.
What are the only two things that are guaranteed in life?
Tax and death.
Tax, death, and putting a bit of effort in. So I can guarantee a level of output every day, conversations with key decision makers, which we'll be detailing who are the people you want to speak to, what are the challenges they have, and we will measure the number of conversations we have every day, and that's the guarantee effort that we put in, and then the results are the byproduct of that. If these people have guaranteed you results, no wonder you're working with them.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, what we've guaranteed is a number of calls per session, and then from those calls, we've asked them what they would expect to generate from that number of calls in their experience. So that's how we've worked it with them. So we've guaranteed a number of calls per session. And then what we said is, look, we'll measure it against the number of decision maker meetings that we end up having off the back of those calls. So that's kind of what the KPIs are, you see. So that's the sort of thing that I'd be looking for, because obviously otherwise, it's 3,350 quid without any sort of guarantees that we're going to get anything at all out of it. So okay, and that's. So how many hours would that be in a week for your 3350? A month, sorry, for your 3350.
Depends how long it takes to meet that KPI, Lee, of the conversations with decision makers.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you measure these guys on the hours they work each week for you? Out of interest.
Well, yeah, we're guaranteed a certain amount of hours per week for the money that I'm paying them. So I get 20 hours of calling per week, or 20 hours a week on our campaign for the money that I'm paying them.
Do you think that's a lot?
It's not a huge amount of time, but we have got the option to obviously increase that. But they are, I'm getting 20 hours a week for less money per month than you would be. But then you're on that have the owners they have, of course, and the sort of much larger business sitting behind them that are providing call lists and data and all that sort of stuff to them to keep the
you're providing that to them.
Fed. No, they're providing that to me as part of the fee. So they provide that. They drop that straight to my CRM. So if I wanted to get my team making calls as well, I could. That's all included in their fee. Is the list for the people.
Out of interest, what was the reason for looking for an agency in the first place?
Just because lead gen is a pretty challenging job, and it takes a particular type of person to be competent at it, and also have the want to do it. So I've actually also, alongside the lead gen firm, just employed a permanent full-time salesperson who gets a wage plus commission on jobs that convert. So we're actually running sort of a twofold campaign. One is with our own people, our own person, and then the other is with the lead gen firm that we're using.
Okay. So it sounds like it's a multifaceted approach.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just trying to hit the market hard. We're quite a new business with operating. Registered on Companies House in 2021, but started trading in 2023. So a relatively new business, and we're now at a position where we're starting to make money. So we're now reinvesting that money into driving more sales, and that's why we've taken this route of a lead gen firm plus employing our own salesperson.
Fantastic. Well, yeah, I mean, based on this conversation, it sounds like you are pretty sorted for the next few months at least.
Yeah, to an extent. As I say, we've got a break clause in 6 weeks, so I mean, feel free to give me a call back in 6 weeks. That'd be fine.
Got it. And you actually want me to give you a call back? You haven't been put off by the kind of conversations I have on the phone?
No, not at all. I mean, you sound very competent. If you were selling to me, I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. So that works for me in itself. If you're the guy doing the selling.
Bro. So do you say give you a shout in 6 weeks, or is it less than that? You'll be assessing
Yeah,
it?
give me 6 weeks. Because we're a week in, we've got a break clause in 6 weeks, so I'll have made a decision then whether we're continuing with them or not. Our conversation in 6 weeks might be very short. It might be, no, I'm going to continue with them. We're all good. Or it might be, let's have a conversation.
Interesting. Yeah, I just seen. I used to work for one of your competitors actually.
Did you? Who did you work
Started
for?
off my sales career there. Company called Roam. They're called now Roam Charging.
Yeah, I know Rome. Yeah. Actually, I'm quite friendly with one of the guys who invested in Rome. So.
Oh, who's that?
David. So, what's David's surname? He emailed me today as well. Give me a second. I'll tell you his surname. I think he's a silent investor though.
Fair, confidential.
Yeah, he's one of the investors of Rome.
Fair enough. Yeah, no.
So you were working. So you were working at Rome, doing sales for them.
Yeah, I worked there for about a year before I started my own business.
Cool. And just for interest sake, how's your own business going? Is it are you getting some work, or are you struggling with it like the rest of the world?
Like the rest of the world. I mean, this is what I do for a living. I get work for my clients and get work for myself. So I just do it every day for myself, an hour a day or so. Just it's like keeping in shape, isn't it?
Yeah. So and it's working for you. You're getting plenty of clients in.
I'm doing well. I'm in a good position.
Okay, cool. I mean, that's just the only reason I'm asking those, because if you said, "Yeah, I'm really struggling," it's like, yeah, okay, so maybe you're not doing it well enough. So it was just a bit of probing. No, cool. All right. Well, feel free to give me a call back in 6 weeks. We'll have a conversation then, and it maybe continue. Maybe we'll continue the conversation. Or maybe no, I'm sticking with who I'm with. They're doing okay, but at least either way, we've had the conversation then, haven't we?
Sounds good, Ian. I appreciate taking the call. Speak in 6 weeks.
No problems. Cheers now. Bye-bye. Bye.
Right, we're going to wrap up there. I've got jiu-jitsu training. It's 5:15. Yeah, that was a bit of a sideways conversation, to be honest. We didn't get in. Well, it was an interesting one because they're working with an agency anyway, so there's not much scope, but it'll be one to follow up with in 6 weeks' time. But it turned into a bit of a sideways conversation rather than exploring the actual problem that he had. It was kind of a two-pronged approach, that because he's working with an agency, he's sort of in the process of addressing the problem. So it's not necessarily worth unearthing it there and then, but maybe in 6 weeks' time the problem will manifest itself in a different way, and he'll be struggling for meetings and working with an agency who hasn't delivered, where we can have a more detailed conversation, which could lead to a meeting booked, or it could disqualify him out of the pipeline. But I appreciate you guys tuning in, and we will leave it there. All the best.